Good morning, welcome to
KidMath number 83.
KidMath number 83. In KidMath number 82, we left off looking at this equation. X minus 2 times x plus 1 is less than 0. And actually, you know what, I can't remember, it may have been less than or equal to 0, but anyway, let's just say it was less than 0, and it's pretty much the same thing. So we're trying to solve, we have something that's nice and factored, and we're trying to solve for when this is less than 0. How do we go about doing that? How would you do that?
Well, we can look at a number line.
Okay.
And we can look at some critical points, are 2 and -1, which are the roots.
-1 and 2. For reasons that I'll explain to you in a couple of years, let's not use the term critical points. Let's call these important points.
Okay, because they mean critical points mean something else.
Yeah, critical points mean something else in math, and I don't want to get into it. Okay, so we have some important points here. Where this equation is 0 become very important points for us to look at. And the reason these are important is because if a graph of an equation goes from positive to negative, and it's nice and continuous, which is another word we'll learn, well, it has to pass through 0. Okay? So if we're going to find out when this is less than or equal to 0, it's important to find out where it's exactly equal to 0. Or even if we're going to find out when it's less than 0, we want to find out where it's equal to 0. And here's where it's equal to 0. Okay?
Yes.
Now what do we do? What's the next thing we want to look at?
Well, we can look at x minus 2, x plus 1, and the product.
Okay, so since I don't have a lot of room, so we'll go over here. X minus 2. We're going to look at x plus 1, and we're going to look at the product.
1.
Jeez, I'm making all kinds of little silly mistakes this morning, aren't I?
Alright, so...
Okay, so now we're just going to try to find where this is positive and negative. So x minus 2, for example, let's look here. When x is less than -1, is this positive or negative?
It's negative.
It's negative. You can pick any number you want, like you can pick -1,000. Or you could pick -2, whatever. How about a number in between -1 and 2?
Like 0.
Like 0. Is x minus 2 positive or negative?
It's negative.
Negative. And how about a number bigger than 2? Is x minus 2 positive or negative?
It's positive.
Positive. Great. What about x plus 1? Number less than -1. When x is less than -1, x plus 1 is?
Negative.
Negative. When x is between -1 and 2, x plus 1 is?
Positive.
Positive. When x is bigger than 2, x plus 1 is?
Positive.
Positive. Okay, so what can you tell me about their product?
Well, this is positive.
Positive. So this product is positive when x is less than -1.
And this product is negative when x is between -1 and 2.
Okay.
And this product is positive when x is greater than -2.
Okay. So when is the product negative? When is this expression negative?
When it's between -1 and 2.
When what is between -1 and 2?
X.
How do you write that? How do you write x is between -1 and 2? Write it here if you can.
Well, -1 is less than x is less than -2. I mean, 2.
Okay. Very good. So, combining math or KidMath 82 and KidMath 83, we have this expression with what started out as x squared minus x minus 2. It's less than 0. We factored it. We found these important points where this was 0. And then we just looked at each individual expression and found when it was positive and negative. And then we were able to determine that the product was negative, which is what they were asking for, in between -1 and 2. All right.
Alright.
Good job, sweetie. Good job.